Hey guys, what's up? Shin05T5 coming back at you with another video. And today's video, I want to talk about this briefcase right here and show it off because I've had that thing literally, I think, my entire life. Now, I got it probably maybe when I was like 7 or 8. I've had it forever. Basically, what this is it's a briefcase that was made for the Game Boy Advance, like the first Game Boy, like the rectangle one, not the SP, like the first one. I got this when I got that one when I was little, and the cool thing about it is this thing holds every one of my handheld games. Just all of them. I can fit in here, and I always wanted to show it off, so I want to make a video showing it off, just talking about it a little bit. Again, I've had it for years. I believe we got it at Costco, or my parents got it at Costco for me when they bought like my Game Boy Advance, because like Costco, or at least back in the day, Costco would have they would sell video games in their like electronics section, but they wouldn't just sell video games. Like if you bought like a PlayStation or a console, they'd sell you a bunch of other stuff packaged in with it. It was really cool, and I think the Game Boy Advance came with like this briefcase and like a little light that went on it and like a ton of other shit. But I love this briefcase. It's actually metal. It's really solid. I've knocked this in and it's like it barely has any dents, and really good work. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be talking about that. I'm actually gonna do a quick cut, and we are gonna go to my table over there with my Agumon mat, and we'll take a better look. So, let's go do that. Alright guys, so here we are with the magical briefcase. So yeah, I've had this thing with me for as long as I can remember, and it literally holds all of my handheld games. So I have like Game Boy Advance games in here. I have 3DS, DS, PSP. I don't have my Vita games in here technically. I have like a binder for those that I have sitting on my shelf there. But if I needed to, I could fit every single Vita game in here as well. That's not saying much because they're like this big, but they could fit. And so this thing, I'm comfortable with saying this thing can hold all of my handheld games. And I want to show you right now. So they have these cool little locks, and again, this is all like solid metal. So, like, this thing is solid. If I hit someone in the head with this, they die. So, anyway, I have dogs barking in the background, so hopefully that doesn't come up in the video, but if it does, it is what it is. So, here we are. Let me just adjust some things, because I did have to move it, so they're all a little messy. But, here it is. There we go. And I have every single one of my games here, and I'll pull them out and show you guys. So basically, there's a whole bunch of crap here. So basically, this whole front row right here, this is all Game Boy Advance. So it holds the normal Game Boy Advance games. This was Boo's Fury, Donkey Kong Country 2. These are all Game Boy Advance. These white games that you see on the corners here, like here, and then like all across here, these are 3DS games. So I got my 3DS games in here, and then obviously you see these games right here on the top. These are all PSP. So the PSP had these really cool mini discs that were encased in this little case thing, I guess to keep them safe or whatever. I always thought these were super cool. I remember the first PSP game I ever got was Ape Escape on the Loose, and I almost broke the game because I thought you had to like open these to put the game in the actual PSP. Has anyone done that before? Because like, again, as a kid, like, no other disc I've ever seen came in, like, a protective case for it. Like, I've never seen that before, and I haven't seen that since. And even when you look at the PSP games, I don't know if you could catch it on camera, but on the sides here, like, right here, And on this side too, there's like little divots that make it look like you're supposed to put your fingernails in and like pop it open. But no, you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that, because you would break the game. Yeah, so it's insane, really. But yeah, no, this holds all my PSP games, which I have a ton of PSP games, dude. I actually really do love the PSP. I love all of Sony's handhelds, by the way. They're so good. So we got a ton of PSP games. Honestly, you know what I should do? I should just take them all out and like lay them on the table so you could see. That's gonna be a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So we'll start with PSP. These actually all are PSP movies. I got Bewitched, Spider-Man 2. I've watched a shit ton of that. 7 Seconds, the Dave Chappelle comedy, and then like the little bonus game that they gave when you first got the PSP, like the introduction game thing. I wonder how rare that is. Again, I still have mine, but I wonder how rare it is. So we got PSP right there, or PSP movies at least. And now we got the PSP games here. I'm not gonna go through every one, but like here's a stack of PSP games. Here's another stack of PSP games. Here's another stack of PSP games. Take all these out. Honestly, I should have been doing this like a while ago. I haven't cleaned this out in maybe like 20 years. Take another stack of PSP games out of here. So, we got my PSP games. Now let's do 3DS, because all those are loose now. And again, a lot of people think, like, I'm a collector. And I guess I kinda am. But I never really, there's one pile of 3DS games. I never really, like, I've always liked video games my entire life. It's always been a hobby that I got into very early on, and just stuck with it pretty much forever. As soon as I picked up a game, I realized I love video games, and that love has not died ever. So a lot of times people like look at my thing and be like, holy shit, you must be a collector. And it's just like, not really, because these are just all the games I bought kind of day one. Like, I didn't, like, being a collector, to me, kind of implies that, like, I started out later in life, and then, like, I go out and, like, hunt these games down. No, these are just kind of all the games I just kind of played. And I'm still taking out 3DS. So all these games I pretty much bought when they came out. I've always been into them. So, another stack. One more stack here. But it's good. I should have cleaned this out a while ago. There we go. And another one. Alright, so those are those. Let's get out DS now, which is very similar to 3DS, just slightly smaller. I still have a suspicion that 3DS games would work on a normal 3DS. That's why they included that little nub, so you couldn't get it in there, but I'm pretty sure if you shaved that nub off on, like, the 3DS games, like, this little, like, nub that they have right there, I'm pretty sure if you, like, grinded that off and then put that into a DS, it would play. Again, that's how, like, my monkey brain works. So we got some DS here. Some more DS. Ooh, Radiant Historia. That's, like, my favorite DS game. That game's really good. That game's, like, super good. That game's, like, really freaking good. I even have it on 3DS, too. That's how good it is. I have it twice. There we go. We got my DS. Boop, boop. It's always easier getting things out than putting them back in. And now I will get my Game Boy Advanced. I'll get all the Stray games first. And know what? I'm actually going to move my thing over here just so we can get the full layout of how many games this fucking thing holds. So, make a bunch of piles here. I feel like a magician, like pulling like a rabbit out of their hat, or like that like fucking like cloth that's like all tied together, like multicolored, and like that's what I feel like right now. I also have the 2 Game Boy Advance videos. I have Sonic X, which is the first 3 episodes, and the first 3 episodes of Dragon Ball GT. I can't tell you how many times I've watched those. A lot. That was big car riding, you know. All right, I think I finally finished. So I will let you guys take a look. All of these games fit into this one briefcase, no problem. And I'm actually gonna grab my webcam here. I'm just gonna hover over and show you guys the all the game. Let me take off my glasses so I can actually see the thing. Look at all of the game. Whoops. Boom. Look at all of the games that one case holds. It's really weird because, like, I'm looking at the webcam, like, moving it, and I have to look at my computer screen, which is at, like, a different angle. So, it's a little rough. And I probably should just do a cut and then do that, but I'm too lazy for that. That's just too much editing right there, my friend. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the video I want to make. I've been looking at... I saw this on my shelf the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need to make a video on how amazing this little briefcase is. And I always, like, find it funny, like, making these types of videos, because it's just, like, if I ever get doxxed and, like, anyone finds out where I live, they'll immediately know, I'm gonna fucking take this thing. There's, like, fucking probably, like, $3,000 worth of just handheld games in here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this thing holds an insane amount of games. And, yeah, I just love this thing. I thought it was super cool. I've had it forever. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take the next probably hour it's going to take to organize these back in here. So I'm going to do that off screen so you guys can actually go on with your life. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you had any cool, like, cases or any cool way you held your video games, when you were a kid or even now. So, we have something to talk about in the comment section below. But anyway, thank you everybody who watched the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share it. That really helps me out. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.